right, it's our Sunday night pasta dinner. I had a request from my cameraman to make pasta tonight. So it's gonna take us about 15 minutes to make it. He told me that was too long for this video. I got my water boiling here. I'm adding, see, a palm full of salt to it. And now I'm gonna add my pasta to it. We are using rigatoni tonight. I like a short pasta for that. I guess I should tell you what I'm making. I'm doing spinach artichoke pasta. So this is kind of a play on spinach artichoke dip, which I love. And I just figured that's kind of stuff you have in your pantry and in your freezer. I had some frozen spinach and I cooked that up, and some jarred artichoke hearts. I'm gonna get started with a little olive oil in the pan and my garlic. Now, what I like to do, because garlic burns so quickly, I put the olive oil and the garlic in the room temperature pan. Then I turn it on. That way, it comes to temperature at the same time, and you have less likelihood of it burning. I'm gonna partially cover this because my water's cooling down. All right. So, while that comes up and that garlic starts to sizzle and we get all those good smells going, I'm going to drain my artichoke hearts. So you could also use frozen or canned artichoke hearts for this. I have the kind that are packed in oil, so that's what I'm using. And I just drain them off. And then I'm going to give them a rough chop. So pretty simple here. And there's a lot of flavor when you get the ones that are packed in oil, because you can see they've got spices in there as well. So just gonna run my knife through it. Spinach artichoke dip. I feel like we have a long history together. I used to make it in high school all the time. Whenever my mom would, you know, have any kind of little, they had their film club and they'd have parties. I would make the spinach artichoke dip for that. I'd make it when my friends would come over. And we still have it quite a bit. We had it at the beginning of quarantine. You remember that, Ryan? I made the spinach artichoke dip. We're also obsessed with the restaurant Hillstone's spinach artichoke dip. That's, I mean, is there anything better than that? It's the best. I mean, everything at Hillstone's good. All right, this is starting to smell good. It's starting to sizzle. And I'm gonna add to it just a little bit of crushed red pepper. I'm not really looking for heat here. I'm just kind of rounding the whole thing out. So give that a little stir. Yeah, there we go. And the spinach, this was about, I think it was a 10-ounce frozen package. After it came out, I just put it in the colander and kind of pressed to get some of the extra water out of it. So that's gonna go in. And my artichokes are going in. I'm going to lower my heat just a little bit. Break it up. If you had some white wine, you could throw that in this sauce. I don't know, do we have any open?
We do.
Oh. Maybe I'll add a little white wine to it.
Wait, I don't know if we do.
Did you drink it? Lord knows I didn't drink it.
No.
Oh no, we don't have any. You must have drank it all.
I think I may have retained some.
Where? Where did you put it?
I thought I had some wine on the bottom. Oh, that was red wine that we were keeping for cooking.
Yeah, we used that to cook with already. Anyway, if you wanted to use some white wine, you could put it in now. Some lemon would be good. Actually, that's what I'll do. I'll put a little lemon juice in it at the end. That would be nice to give it a little acidic note. And I'm going to check my pasta here. How many minutes are we at? Because that'll help me know when my pasta's done. 4 minutes? All right, let me just stir this up. My water doesn't want to stay boiling. All right, while we wait for that pasta to finish cooking, I want to show you guys something else. So I made this last night, and I had all intentions of putting together a little video for you all for it. But we filmed the first half of it, and then it came out of the oven. I just started eating it and couldn't wait. So these are chocolate peanut butter brownies. I want you to look in here. at the layer of peanut butter. So what you do for these, you take a brownie mix, make it according to package directions, pour half of it in your 8x8 pan, then line it with Reese cups. Then put the other half of brownie batter on top of it. Then I took some peanut butter, put it in a pot, you can microwave it, and just thin it down with some heat. You don't have to put anything in it. Pour that on top, bake it to package directions, and it's heavenly. I was getting myself in trouble with those brownies last night. I gotta cool it with the sugar during this quarantine. All right, so to make this pasta creamy, I'm gonna use some cream cheese. I've got a block here, and I'm gonna use about half of my block, or 4 ounces of cream cheese. There's somebody down here who's very interested in what's going on. I got nothing for you, Gus, but love. Sorry, you already had your dinner, and doggies don't eat cream cheese. So I'm gonna cut this in little cubes so that it melts faster when I put it in the pan. And Ryan, you want to give me a time check so I know what my pasta's doing?
6.5.
6.5? Okay, good. We're doing good then. Because I'm going to take some of that pasta water out of there to start making my sauce. Alright, cream cheese looks good. By the way, I've never made this before. So, this is just kind of figuring it out as we go along. It was Ryan's idea to make this pasta because we were talking about different things we could do, and I had made that spinach artichoke dip. Yep, we're good now. Yes, this is going back in. Oh, or not. It's just us eating here. So I'm going to take some of this pasta water, about half a cup, and I'm going to add it, a little bit more actually. I'm going to add it in here. So that was about 3/4 of a cup. And that's going to help my cream cheese not break apart as it melts. So let's just stir that together and let it start breaking down and getting creamy. See that? Doesn't that smell good? So this is a lot like the dip. So with the dip, I usually do cream cheese and mayonnaise and then Parmesan. But I'm not gonna put any mayonnaise in this pasta. You totally could, and it would probably taste good. And somehow everything always circles back to mayonnaise with me lately. All right, I don't have any fresh basil, so I'm gonna use some dried. I'm gonna do about half a teaspoon. I always put basil in my spinach artichoke dip. So that's gonna go in. And look at that, it's already starting to get creamy. That cream cheese is melting down. I'm gonna add some salt to it as well. And remember that the pasta water is salted, so that's gonna help season this as well. And some cracked black pepper. All right, stir it again. It's getting creamy. And then the best part of spinach artichoke dip, in my opinion, is the melted cheese on the top. So don't think that I forgot about that. It's coming. It is coming. Cover that back up. Oops. And yeah, this is smelling good. I'm gonna get a little bit to taste. And this is also gonna get seasoned again by putting Parmesan cheese in it, because that's nice and salty as well. Well, that's good. That's real good. I'm happy about this. I'm not mad at it. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try my pasta. See where we're at. I know Ryan thinks this video is getting way too long. You bored yet, honey? We got about 1 more minute on the pasta. Sorry about it. Why don't we just look around the kitchen? Take a peek. We got a lot of questions from my story last night, actually, about this. The pickled onions. So, Ryan's been making pickled onions. This is the only jar we had. It's giant. And that's actually only, what, 2 onions?
Yeah.
Yeah, so did red onions and a white onion because that was all we had. And slice them up. It was white vinegar, sugar,
Water. Black peppercorns.
Black peppercorns. You can put a bay leaf in there. Bring it to a boil. Let it cool down. Pour it over the onions. And you got pickles. I've been putting those things on just about everything. Salads, sandwiches. All right, look at this. Take a peek in there. See that nice creamy pasta? Now, what you could do, or sauce, I should say, this would be a great pasta bake as well. If you wanted to toss your rigatoni with it, put it in a casserole dish, top it with the cheese and bake it, you could totally do that. We're actually just gonna put it under the broiler. Perfectly al dente. I like to take it out when it's almost done. Not quite, because it's gonna finish cooking in here. I'm gonna add a little bit more pasta water to this sauce to thin it down. I always take out of the pasta water, or I take the pasta water out before I drain. Otherwise, you got no way to get it out. Okay, so let's turn this off, drain it. Gus just stands at my feet praying for something to fall down. Manna from heaven. Okay, now pasta goes in. And toss it together. Looking good. Ooh, look at that creaminess. Now, if you didn't have cream cheese, or if you didn't want to use cream cheese, ricotta would work great in this as well. You could even do like a mascarpone cheese. I never can say it. Is that mascarpone or mascarpone? I can't say it. It's just not happening for me. My tongue just can't form that. All right. So tossing this together. Now what I'm gonna do is turn the heat off and add my Parmesan cheese to it. Will you guys look at this? I'm obsessed with this little, our friends Bryce and Mark sent us this. We love it. All right. Parmesan is going in. We like a lot of Parmesan. Let's give it a toss. Whoops. Oh, Gus, it's your lucky day. Be careful, that's hot, buddy.
Yeah, I think he knows.
Okay, it's nice and coated. I'm gonna put just a little bit more pasta water because I want to thin it down just a little bit. And now, like I promised, cheese is going on top of this. And I'm gonna put it under the broiler for just a minute. A little piece of artichoke escaped. Putting that back in. Mozzarella cheese. You could just put the lid on this and let it melt, but I want those good brown bits. So it's gonna go under. Let's just put it all on. Who am I kidding here? I mean, it's happening. Okay. Under the broiler. Now, while that broils, what should we do? Should we like play a game or something? I'll show you some more stuff in my pantry. All right. One of my favorite things, actually, since I got pregnant, these Go Macro bars. I'm kind of obsessed with these. When I was really having bad morning sickness, I would eat those in the morning, and they helped.
Oh, you want to know what I have?
These salted anchovies.
Yeah, Ryan's obsessed.
These Sicilian salted anchovies that come salt packed.
Yeah, nobody else wants the giant can.
Do yourself a favor and try and come by these.
Yeah, I'm just using it as a setup for my little flower arrangement. Yeah, that's the junk cabinet. Have you guys ever had Utz barbecue chips? These are fabulous. I love those. Well, I guess that just means we need to eat them because they won't go back up there. Right. My other obsession, dried mango slices. Love those. And let's see, anything in here? We've been really into sushi rice lately. Making rice bowls with that. Homemade popcorn instead of just the bag. Tomorrow night I'm gonna make some red lentils. All right, let's check on the pasta. Ryan's gonna kill me.
It's thrilling.
He gets bored with me. All right. Oh, we're getting there. It's just a little, another minute longer. Ryan thinks that, and I would love your all's opinion on this. Ryan thinks that my videos should be like 2 minutes and that they should be really fast. I think that they should really show how to make the recipe, and obviously this is real-time cooking because I did this all in real time.
That's what real-time cooking is?
Yes, that's what real-time cooking.
Oh.
He's smart, Alec, isn't he? I cut his hair today. I saved it here on my IGTV. So why don't you show him in the mirror how good your hair looks?
Oh, you can't see.
Yep, I see. I cleaned it right up. I think it looks fabulous, darling. All right, I bet our pasta's done. It's gonna be good enough because I know he's tired of listening to me talk about it. Oh, it's perfect. Look at that. And there we go. Also, I would like to recommend, we watched a movie today that was really good, an old Sophia Loren movie called It Started in Naples. And it was so good. And that's part of the reason that we wanted pasta tonight. So, anywho, let's take a little bite. I know it's gonna be hot. I like Spinach artichoke dip. Creamy, nice basil, garlic, and of course the Parmesan cheese. Yes, I'm double dipping. Oh, I might just keep this whole thing for myself. Sorry, honey. All right, there's our next one. Hot. Bye.